games upcoming. What are your thoughts kind of getting your first action?
Yeah, obviously I'm so excited. I mean, sitting in the crowd's not very fun, especially when you're healthy and you're watching and, you could be out there. So it's definitely been a tough time watching in the crowd, but I'm excited to get out there and be a part of the team now and try and help the boys win.
How do you just continue to strengthen your chemistry with everyone during practice and now it finally translates to the games?
Yeah, it's nice now, like getting good chemistry with my line mates. I feel like we've been doing that really well in practice, and the off week definitely helped. Getting 2 weeks of practice and before coming in, it feels good. And we have such a tight-knit team, such a close team, so everyone loves each other. So you already got a bunch of chemistry off the ice, so it's nice. I got the 2 weeks of practice to get the chemistry on the ice.
Coach mentioned that you'll potentially be playing with Potter and Waldron. What are your thoughts on those two?
Yeah, I mean, two special players. Obviously, Potsy's the first ever first rounder in this the history of Arizona State, and I mean, he's a special player. Everyone knows it. So fast, he can score from anywhere, and he creates a lot of plays. And Johnny's done really well in the NCAA historically. He's a smart player. He makes plays. He knows how to create space for his teammates. So it's gonna be they'll probably make it pretty easy for me to step into the lineup and play with those two.
Brasen, you were regular in the lineup all last year as a freshman. What's the adjustment been for you just being out the first 6 games?
For me, it's just, staying in shape. Just keep my feet under me. It's going to be the focus this weekend is just keep my feet under me and making simple plays, build a base, and extend on that throughout the season.
How do you feel like you and the other sophomores and juniors have helped bring up and help coach the younger D-men?
Pretty good. We have a younger decor this year, so it's what, 1 junior and 3 sophomores, so pretty well. It's like we haven't had the start we wanted, but I think going forward we're going to be really steady back there and really solid and something the team can trust on.
What you kind of learned about yourself for your freshman year that you're taking into this year?
Just how reliable you need to be in college. There's only so many games, so every single night, you just gotta be ready to make plays and defend your ass off, basically.
What has it kind of been like knowing that you and the sophomores and Dowd are the people that the rest of the team are looking to, and instead of being like you were looking up to Ty and all those guys last year?
It's cool because, I've been on both sides of it now, so you know what you're looking for in a leader, and you know what you want to give to the younger guys, the knowledge that they need, and what you learned the year before as a young guy, so...
Jack, you saw your brother here last year. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to after seeing him go through this program?
Yeah, I'm just excited to kind of live on the Beck last name. Obviously, my brother loved it here. He cherished every moment, and it's the reason I'm wearing number 2. He's my role model, obviously, and I kind of want to follow in his footsteps, and hopefully we can win this year as a team instead, and then I can have something up on him. So yeah, just try to follow along in his footsteps.
Have you gotten an opportunity to talk to him at all in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we FaceTime probably every day or every second day, and he's like, I can't wait to watch. He's getting all fired up, and then he's asking me who I'm playing with, what the lines are him and Kerwin and all those guys, they still follow along and follow the boys. So yeah, he's been all over me. He's I can't wait to watch. He's hopefully the times line up and he can watch instead of his game. He's hopefully they're not at the same time. So it's been real good.
What were your thoughts on kind of a lot of the outside noise when it was first announced that you were coming here?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. It doesn't really faze me. I'm not huge into the social media part where that stuff's not really gonna get me down, or even if someone gives you a compliment, it's nice, but you know yourself and you know what's best for yourself. And obviously I made this choice. I want to be here. This is why I came to play college hockey, and I'm obviously thrilled with the choice. I can't wait, and now I'm finally happy that I get rewarded and I get to start playing. But yeah, definitely a lot of stuff, some funny things that my buddies would send to me, but no, none of that stuff really gets to me. It's just outside noises, just random press, so it's all good.
How big is it that you have some of that AHL and ECHL experience to now bring into NCAA hockey?
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be cool. Obviously, everyone wants to move on to pro at one point in their career, and just learning the ins and outs of how it was done up there. You play a lot more games, so here you get to work on your body more. You can focus on recovery a little more down in NCAA, and kind of just helping young guys. Obviously, Cruiser, Drafted, Potsy, they're all going to be on their way up in the future here. So just kind of tell them how it's run up there maybe for a little bit, and just tell them how they do things up there. Obviously, both those guys are unbelievable here. I don't think they need to learn too much. So, but I think they'll be just fine. But just trying to help them with little pointers and like just little plays.
It's probably easier to see once you're on the ice, but what are some of the differences that you've noticed from an outside perspective about NCAA hockey compared to the other leagues you played in?
I don't know. It's definitely tough. Obviously, I haven't played in a game, but we're very detail oriented. I notice like here, like in practice, everything is like to the T. Whereas playing a lot more games, I feel like sometimes stuff might get a little bit sloppier on that end, just because here everything's a series. You're playing the same team 2 nights in a row, and in the OHL or in pro, you're playing one team one night, and then you're busting somewhere else and playing a random team the next night. So you don't have much time to focus and learn on that team. Whereas here, you know everything about the team before you're going into the game, and they obviously, you know what players are the players you got to watch out for, and they know the same on you. So I think that'll be a cool thing to see and see how that works.
What are some of the little things that you've noticed that are consistently harped on that no we aren't in the ECHL?
Just the details, like I said, like you got to be focused in on all our systems. Obviously, you need to know the forecheck, you need to know the neutral zone and all that. And a big thing is creating offense off of those. College goalies are good, all the players are good, the game's tight. You don't see many blowout games, and like I said, in those long seasons, sometimes there's a couple blowout games, and you can take advantage of some teams. But like Greg's harped on this year, like every team in college this year is great. You see all the upsets every night, so you can't take any team lightly, and you just got to be ready to go.
What are some of the goals you have for your season and just going beyond Arizona State hockey?
I mean, my main goal is just I want to win here. Like obviously, to be the first team to ever win here, it'd be pretty special. You see the stuff in our room, and it says the first team to play in the tournament, and obviously that fuels you. You want to be a part of a team that's up there on that wall, and I think we have the ability to win a national championship. I know how good our team is, and obviously we didn't get off to the start we wanted, but like it's 0-0 as Greg said in the NCHC, and our goal is to start it off by trying to win the NCHC and then moving on to Vegas and trying to win that.
For both of you, when you're up in the stands watching the games, what are you looking for? Are you focusing on your position specifically, or are you kind of looking at the whole ice?
I think both. Like, I'm not a power play guy, but I'm watching the power play, seeing like what they can do better, and like especially with like some of the young defensemen, like in between periods, like especially like Lincoln Keene, they have questions. So if they have questions about things, like you're there to bounce questions back and forth, you know, and discuss about like what's going on. Maybe this breakout's not working, maybe this forecheck's not working. So I think that's what I'm watching.
Yeah, like he said, you got to be a student of the game. Like you got to be focused in, and you can tell what plays work the most, and seeing the game from up top, it looks easy. And then you don't really know what the guys are seeing right when they got someone on them and the puck on their stick. So just kind of telling them, like, you might have more space here, or just, for example, like maybe a little slip play that they won't notice. And just when I get into the lineup to try and help them or be in that spot for them and call for it. Just little things like that. And then obviously watching the power play, try and help and see if there's little openings that they might not notice there. And when they come off or after the game, tell them like, oh, this play might work next game or something like that.
Is there any kind of that communication with the coaches when you're seeing the game from a different vantage point, telling them what works and them?
I don't think you're going out of your way to go like tell them, but if they ask you after the game, like, hey, what did you see? Like, yeah, they love the input and feedback.
Yeah, exactly what he said. I don't think they're gonna come to us too much. They definitely know a lot more than we do. But if there's a chance where they said, hey, like, do you see anything on the power play, we would obviously give our pointers and stuff.
How'd you guys kind of flush the non-con schedule into the bye week now going into Miami for NCHC play?
I think the boys just, obviously, like I said, we didn't get off the start we wanted, but NCHC is a whole different thing from the whole season. So what you want to win is the NCHC. Obviously last year they came up pretty close. Like they lost to Denver, who's historically a good team in the NCHC. And the big thing is like you want to make sure you have home ice. The new rule change, I'm pretty sure the playoffs, it's always going to be at your spot if you're ahead. So just trying to fight to always have home ice. And I mean, the boys always play great in front of this crowd. I mean, last year I think the record was pretty good at home. So just working on that. And then, like I said, trying to win the NCHC.
I would just say we know we're a better team than 2 and 4. And all we can do is learn from those games. Like, if you dwell on those games, you don't look forward. So learn from what we can and go into the NCHC like a new team.
Brasen is someone who played in the NCHC last year. What have you and the rest of the returners kind of relayed to the newcomers about the level of play that's required in the NCHC?
I think it only gets better from here. You know, like we played great teams out of conference, but from now on, it's like every single night is the best of the best in my opinion. So, yeah.
As you mentioned, the best environment the last team that's unbeaten the nation would be kind of seen from that area.
I haven't watched too much, but I think that they definitely. I mean, they pretty much have a whole new roster from last year, so they have a new groove in their step, and they're going to be a team that we're gonna have to work against them. So.
Brasen, while you were out those first 6 games, Powers mentioned Richard Barrett as a guy who kind of stepped up. What have you seen from him too?
He's been outstanding. Like coming in, no one really knew what we could get from Richie, and he stepped into a big role and played big minutes, and he's been fantastic. So, really proud of him.
Coach mentioned the D zone. What are some adjustments that could be made potentially going forward?
I think we could just be harder. Like, I think tactically we've done pretty well. I think honestly it's just we need to defend harder.
What is Barron and Urban's on ice dynamic like?
Probably the same as their off ice. They're like 2 peas in a pod. They do everything together. They're grabbing lunch together. So I think it translates on the ice, and they don't really need to talk that much. They know where each other are, and yeah, they're 2 little hot body spacing.
All right. All good?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.